Everything exploded. Everything's
Hell
on fire.
yes.
We can't go back to Shell 1 because the door exploded. Not really.
Extreme!
There's just a barrel on fire.
Michael
And it's-
Bay's front door.
Oh, cell phone's ringing. I'm sure nobody remembers that cell phone that Ninja gave us, like, years ago.
This is what a cell phone looks like.
Use the coolant spray to put out fire. Text message from a ninja.
Really? That won't work.
It will work.
No, it shouldn't. In the real world, it shouldn't.
No, but this is magic coolant. The spirit of Stillman lives on in this spray. I'm spraying his soul all over this fire.
But he killed his soul. You have dead coolant.
If you go down these stairs, there's a ration, but you got to be quick about it because it'll fall off.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, they barely give you any time.
So what was the point of... So she tells you to cool off the fire so that you nearly kill yourself.
Yeah.
The ninja is not very helpful.
The cell phone is just like the ninja sometimes text messages you to give you hints. It's like they really ran out of time and couldn't even make a codec for it, so that's why the cell phone is there. It's just,
Pliskin was really wild tossing those rations. They landed everywhere.
I know. And you gotta walk here, there's bird poop, and if you run, you'll slip and fall, and then you're dead. Death by bird poop.
The most ignoble death of all.
My soul is being sprayed everywhere.
That's true. At least you won't be encapsulated inside a coolant pump.
And there's a suppressor for the AK here. This is the only
That's the most Why? Why
I don't
would you
know.
suppress an AK?
I don't know.
What? We're getting into just because you can territory for these accessories.
Yeah, well maybe you don't want to, you want to go crazy with that and you don't want to let people know, and you can get suppressors for an AK. You can totally do that.
At least it makes a funny noise. It sounds like
makes
a cat
funny
purring.
noise.
It's a cat gun.
And I don't want to sneak past these guys because they are dumb, so I'm taking drugs. And we'll use the sleepy rifle.
What exactly is not a pretty sight?
The
ocean, it is so hideous.
Well, some stuff is on fire. I'm gonna put that bird to sleep.
Our oceans back in Mother Russia are much more pleasant.
This ocean has oil or something.
Oil ocean zone? I hate that. The platforms that like go up because of the propane or whatever, and then they come back down and the fire goes. Those always landed on me and squished me, and I suck at Sonic 2, alright? I admit it.
I am the best at Sonic. I am so good at Sonic.
I just don't like Oil Ocean Zone.
Neither do I.
Like, I can handle those starfish and mantis things and the one that comes after it fine, but Oil Ocean sucks.
Metal Gear Solid 2!
Yeah,
and Sonic.
that game happens as well.
Oh look, those two struts are grayed out we can never go to because they got kind of blew up from bombs and then from Metal Gear Ray shooting bombs for some reason.
I smell cut content.
Yup, there's major cut content in Shell 2. Like, here's strut L. We'll be able to go into like one room of that later, but we'll just run around the outside of it instead. And there's guards there. And there's no radar here. So you gotta use the AP sensor and all that.
Or you can just crouch the whole way, apparently.
Oh
god,
well,
no! Oh!
Yeah, you're not... If you're crouching, you're not safe, really, or here, because the guards don't look straight ahead, they look downwards, too. So even if you're hanging, if you pass by a window with them there, they'll see you.
Lame.
And then a whole bunch of little flying robots come by, and then you can't get across here because they'll shoot you off.
What is this, Prince of Persia? Come on. Come on, Ryan, you're better than this.
Yes, this is the Prince of Persia part of Metal Gear.
Dagger of Time?
Press the action button to say, no, that never happened.
Press the action button to make a sequel that takes everything good about the first and just ruins it.
He's gonna go in his pants.
Oh, Ryan, you're...
Welcome to Metal Gear Solid 2!
Right, my sympathies. Sneaking missions are called wet works for a reason after all.
Don't worry about it, Jack. It's okay.
Rose?
That is, as long as you take a shower the second you get back. Do we have a deal?
Rose, I find it kind of stimulating. What do you think? Huh?
Right, it is incredibly common to be peed on during a stealth mission. This guy goes forever, look at that! He's still going.
What are they giving these soldiers?
I don't know, but he's still going.
They replaced the genome soldiers with like half racehorse versions.
Still going. He goes for almost a solid minute before he leaves.
Jack, do you know what day it is? Yeah, it's the day you let me try out water sports.
No. It's funny when you get that codec call, like, Rose just thinks it's really hilarious that her boyfriend's being urinated upon.
She's into it. She's a little kinky. That's all.
And Colonel Campbell's experienced it before. Enough so that he just started calling sneaking missions wet works because of how much urine is involved.
I'm pretty sure that's not how it happened. But I like to think
No.
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, look, there's Strut K. We won't be able to go in there either.
Ever?
Nope.
Really?
Really?
There's a biochem lab in there. That sounds like interesting sneaking.
Nope, never get to sneak in there.
Oh, come on.
This is the beginning of where they started to run out of time, and it becomes incredibly apparent in the next couple updates. Yeah, that was really close. Whoop. And there's a cutscene here, but instead we're gonna take pictures with Snake for a few minutes.
Take police NOS pictures.
No, internet pictures. But Snake doesn't know how to use the internet, so he has to wait for this man to use it. And then kill him.
Snake, it's the new millennium.
I don't get it. What do? What's up with tweeting?
I just want to read your dad's Facebook updates in one of these videos. They're the best thing.
Yeah. Yeah, they're pretty good.
I've never known anybody to hit the character limit in Facebook status updates before.
My dad likes Facebook, alright? He likes posting news articles and writing, like, editorial things on them, alright? Okay, here's my favorite photograph mission.
Oh my god. Is this gonna be some, like, Miss Marple shit, or, like, CSI? How are we gonna find the killer?
Via examining all these dead men who have died from being punched in the balls really hard.
Oh, I think
Even
I
that
know
man
who
up
the killer
there.
is.
Even that man up there, whoever punched him in the balls must have stretchy arms.
I'm keeping my idea to myself for now, but...
Even Raiden has died, succumbed to it. I'll miss you, Raiden.
Oh my. Oh dear. What luscious lips. You lost me with the urination, but you just got me back.
That man
What the
backflipped!
hell?
Obviously he killed everybody! Also, Peter Stillman's in the background for some reason.
Well, maybe it was Peter Stillman. Do you ever think
I
of
don't
that?
know.
You ever think
Backflipping is
Peter
suspicious.
Stillman was the character? Was the killer?
I took a picture of Stillman once, and no, he wasn't the killer. It was the man who backflipped.
Olga, Snake, he's here. In Shell 1.
My father had some unfinished business with him.
Olga, calm yourself. Change the plan because of your personal feelings.
Then screw your plan. I've been waiting for this day for 2 years, and I will send him to the bottom of the ocean, right next to my old man.
The launch comes first.
Damn it. Where's Ocelot?
Not here.
I don't trust him.
Don't talk that way about one of your own.
He's not one of my own. He left my father to die, remember?
Olga, we'll talk later. We need to get started on the final checks for the unit.
All right. I'm headed back there.
The upper connecting bridge to Shell 1 is down.
What about the chopper?
The cam-off is out of action. Take the oil fence from strut L.
I'll tell my men to start pulling out.
Not yet. Their retrieval comes last. The intruder's still at large.
Snake.
What about the other man?
He's got luck on his side, certainly.
He survived that explosion. Listen, Olga, the code confirmation is in 1 hour. Keep the president alive until then.
I know. No one gets in here. Turn the currents on.
Of course. High voltage currents on.
The door stays shut unless the president manages to take out that circuit panel from inside the room. And it's no job for bare hands.
All right. Come back immediately.
One more thing.
What?
We leave for Russia when this business is done. I want half the money for that.
Of course. That was part of the agreement.
We start living for ourselves after this. If there's anyone who wants to stay here, I want you to take good care of them.
Gladly. Gerlukovich soldiers are the cream of the crop.
It's time they went free.
What happened to rebuilding Mother Russia?
The old man is dead. The world is a different place now.
It's your life.
Just as a reminder, I'm going to say this again, one last time. Don't try anything on us.
The feeling is mutual.
I'm in front of the room where they're keeping the president.
Everything all right?
No sign of flooding, but I can't get close to the door. The floor is electrified.
Don't test it. You'll be bacon.
Any suggestions?
Remember the Shadow Moses VR training?
Take out the circuit panel?
Right.
But there's no way into the room.
Try ventilation ducts.
Yeah, I think I see one.
Look for a remote control missile launcher. You can guide it through the duct into the room.
Then target the circuit panel. Got it.
Right, but make sure you don't hit the president.
The president is wired with nanomachines. If we know the frequency, I can raise him.
We've tried that repeatedly, but there's no response. It looks like the walls have a built-in radio shield.
So that's why Ames lost contact with him.
If you need to confirm his position, you can log into the node.
Understood.
Locate a remote control missile launcher first.
So we're just gonna run around and... But first, we'll be bacon if we touch this!
The Prez is not very healthy. Like, Prez clearly doesn't eat his Wheaties or whatever, I don't know.
Now his hair stands up.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. I'm very happy they kept that Easter egg in while cutting out 3 additional sneaking rooms because of time. So there's no guards here at the moment, but when we come back later, not this update, but later, yeah, the guards will be here. But at the moment, we just have to find... Oh, look, that door is cut off too, so we can't go in that strut either, or any of those struts. So it's just... We can go into strut L later, and all of this core.
This seems like a nice little lounge. For the finest soldiers that money can buy to chill out in.
Yes. It's got nice
It's got cold drinks. That's just what you want.
With a picture of an island on it to represent those cold drinks.
That's not how it works. Now it's just leaky drinks. Thanks a lot.
Well, I wanted a free drinks. I'm sorry. Elevator time. That was a fun elevator time.
Are there invisible men in this elevator?
No.
Because so far everything else has been just like Metal Gear 1, Metal Gear Solid, which is just like Metal Gear and Metal Gear 2.
No, there are no invisible men anywhere in this game. Except for you if you unlock invisibility. Gotta get on the internet.
You just nerded like 2 seconds ago.
that was for a different floor, and now there is water, and there is... Now we can take a shower to wash all the everything off.
Well, Rose will be very happy about that.
We can wash all the cutscenes off.
Look at those particle effects, though. That's amazing.
Yeah.
They want to talk to you.
They just want to call me to tell me how to swim.
Colonel.
Blah, blah, blah.
Well,
you
how do you swim, smarty pants?
You swim by pressing the punch button to wiggle around like Raiden is doing right now.
Look at that dolphin kick. He's amazing.
Yeah, I know. Poster.
He's the Michael Phelps of Metal Gear.
Oh, and yes, you can talk on the codec underwater.
Well, it's about sub-vocalizations. That actually makes sense.
Yeah, look. Here's the remote-controlled missile launcher just hanging around underwater. There's a mine. Don't touch the mine. It kills you.
Why on earth is there a mine in here?
I don't know. I don't know how they got mines there. There's no soldiers underwater anywhere in this game, so I don't know how they deployed mines.
This flooded because of the, Harrier fight, right?
The Harrier fight and from the bombs that Stillman was trying to defuse.
Right.
Yeah.
So, there's no way they could have prepared for that.
No.
So they're just mines lying around for no good reason.
Yeah, they just laid those mines right there before it ever flooded, just in case it did flood. And then they armed themselves when it flooded.
Stop wailing on things.
If you hit a soldier with that, it instantly knocks them out. No, I don't want to press buttons.
You should always want to press buttons.
Maybe
if you don't press buttons, where does that leave us, huh? That leaves us back in strut A.
Yeah. So there's several different ducts you can go through, depending on what difficulty
jump
mode.
to get into that duct?
No, I mean you shoot a missile into the duct.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I thought there were ducts over here too, but nope. Depending on what difficulty mode, you have to go through different ones. Other ducts will be blocked off. Those ducts there are like the really long route. The one we want to use is in here. And there are gun cameras in here. They don't alert guards, they just shoot you forever.
That seems like a much more efficient way of handling intruders, because the guards are pretty bad.
Yeah. They even have the little infinite ammo magazine like the boss has on her gun.
Nice.
So, that's like the really easy route, but it's blocked off on hard and up. So we have to go through here. And I was about to shoot a missile, but then I remembered something else on hard. On hard, the president falls asleep all the time.
Oh,
and he
that's
falls
the
asleep.
Snoring.
He falls asleep right in front of the generator you need to blow up. So if you don't wake him up, blowing up the generator also blows up the president. So we gotta wake him up.
There you go.
And then we gotta wait for him to slowly move his way over here.
Presidents are useless.
Mr. President, why are you so incredibly slow? He's like staring at the corner of that room right now where there was not an explosion.
I'm not sure
Mr.
whether
President.
I should go over there. Maybe I should put out a feeler poll or check with a focus group, like presidents do.
Mr. President, I'm knocking. And he just slowly lumbers over.
That is not a presidential haircut.
Nope.
That's like
President.
a 3-star general haircut.
Mr. President.
The president hates you, I hope you know.
Yeah, but the president's awake now, so now he won't blow up. He was taking a danger nap.
I think you overestimate the president. He will find a way to blow up. Whoa!
Yeah, so we gotta... Yep,
Oh
you
my
can...
God. This is complex.
As long as it's going straight forward... Mr. President, watch out! Don't run at my missile! You stupid president! God! It ran directly towards the tiny missile.
You don't understand. Presidenting is hard. You just can't take it some days.
I really love the image of that president just being locked in that room for hours and he's just snoring, and then somebody blows up a wall and taps on it constantly, and then he's just minding his own president business, and then a tiny missile flies in through a duct. A very tiny missile moving very slowly.
This president better be very, very confused when we go inside, or I'm gonna be a little disappointed.
Rose, I
Jack,
gotta
is that
save.
Jack, how's the mission going?
Fine.
Fine? Is that it?
Look, I really don't feel like talking about the mission. At least with you. I want to talk about something else.
Okay then. Let's talk about you.
Me?
Yeah, your least favorite subject.
That's not...
Oh yeah? Then go ahead and say something.
Like what?
Anything. Tell me something about yourself.
I can't think of anything interesting to say. Why do you want to talk about me so badly?
Because I'm curious.
But why?
Is it really that strange to want to know more about someone you love?
No, it's not strange, but...
You know, sometimes Oh look, now we're talking about me, not you. Why won't you tell me anything? About what you were like as a child? What kind of things you liked to do? What kind of people your parents were? I've never heard you talk about any of that. Why? Don't you think it's just a little bit unusual that I don't know anything about my own boyfriend's past?
Rose, when I get back, I'll tell you everything.
Is that a promise?
Yes, it's a promise.
But why?
But why? But why? Get ready for the president to drop the biggest exposition bomb. That is how he is the president, because he's the best at expositioning. But why? We're gonna run straight into this. Guns a-blazing.
But why?
But why?